This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He goes, set! 180! Check. Rebutt. Check.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What you got? Huh?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, blue 60!
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice.
51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Lions have recovered. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry the fly to the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey!
Rodgers going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this street, the pass rusher. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Taylor. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Lions 7, Packers 0.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Check three.
22 jet bomber, 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete to Jones.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I smell fear in that offense. Bang.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down by
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mike 50, Mike inside.
Let's get this.
Mike Alpha.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
50 to Mike. 50.
Back north.
I'm scared.
Go.
Mike 50. Down to lose 1.
Plant.
Watch the slant.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to take it in. Davante Adams. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Zadarius Smith providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. It's fielded at the 45. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Green 18. Cut, teammate. Cut.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 51. Not here. Watch the act.
To the 50.
On first down, it's Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
45, let go.
On 2nd and a yard, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7, and the Lions first down.
Mike 53.
53, Mike.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 44, Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
44, Mike.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down, Lions.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he's got some space here. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Jones has it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, seam 6. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch left.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
58. No chance. Mike 51. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Get 300. Hey, Charlie. Check time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
You don't want nothing.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When an offense doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
4 down, 4 down. Jump out. That's me, boy. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curve.
Run.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Pulled in at the 24, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Green 18. Hey, 88, 26. Hey, Zoo. Plant.
From the 41, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And I think like this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Inside.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
2nd and 10. At the Lions' 41-yard line.
258. Zoom. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, wahoo! We ain't giving up nothing today.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
We're doing it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run with Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were...
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Packers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.